Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Izola here with Flick Direct, and if this hat did not give it away, I am here to discuss the upcoming 4K UHD release of Wicked. So grab your popcorn, sit back, relax, and let's get this started. So just to start off with a little bit of a backstory for those of you who are not familiar with the, Wicked franchise. The book was actually written by Gregory Maguire, and it's based off of the characters by Frank Baum, obviously the Wizard of Oz. And for the most part, it's pretty much the names that you're getting, but this is a prequel, I guess, to leading up to Dorothy landing on the Wicked Witch of the East in Oz. And it's a very dark story, but really hits on a lot of topics that I think a lot of us can understand. And when they actually made the musical, they kind of flipped some things. So although they do have a lot of the same elements, the ending, for example, is different in the musical. More of a happy type of ending. Anyway, this movie is obviously based on the musical version. And from what I saw, they do add a little bit back from the book and hit on some topics. So I think they did a good job with the balance. But like I said, for the most part, we're going to be talking about the 4K UHD release here. But I just wanted to make sure you guys had a brief understanding of where it came from. Wicked stars Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba, and she is pretty much just a very misunderstood student, young woman, who is just learning her powers. And then, of course, you have Ariana Grande, who is playing Galinda, who is this bright, bubbly young lady, who, of course, is the most popular girl, and she's just trying to find her true place in this magical world. Their unlikely friendship at Shiz University really just takes them on this amazing journey and eventually brings them to who they are today, which would be the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda the Good. Now, like I said, I have read the book and have seen the musical, and obviously now I have seen the movie. And for the most part, they do have some differences in the development of characters and endings and things of that nature, but overall, they're all good. Now, I really enjoyed the musical and I couldn't wait to see the movie because, let's face it, theater's expensive. And as much as I would love to go all of the time, it's a little difficult. And hoping that this movie was going to be good, I kept my fingers crossed because, as I've said in the past, there have been many a time where they have tried to make movies out of musicals, and sometimes they really fail at who plays those certain characters. Again, last time I think I brought up Les Mis and Russell Crowe, and oh, that one hurt my heart a lot. But I do have to say that this one, the acting, superb. The singing was so great. And even though there were a couple of areas where I didn't entirely agree with the take that they went for with certain notes that they hit or vibrato and things of that nature, almost all of it was perfect. And I get why they made some of those choices. I just wish they kind of kept it a little more musical, like Broadway. But, you know, again, it still works. And as a musical theater child, it didn't make me cringe. So that's the most important part of this, is that they really got the music down. The acting was perfect so that you really felt for the characters. And can we just talk about the sets? Oh my God, they were gorgeous. And how they built those, I want to go visit it. I just want to go and walk the yellow brick road and go to Oz and take the train. And it's so beautiful to watch. Now, Wicked comes in at 160 minutes, which is a lot, but I didn't find myself checking the clock at all. I think they did a really great job with the choreography and the singing. Like I said, everything fit really well. And good thing is that this is only part one. So if you could imagine them putting the whole thing into this, it would have been crazy. And also because this is part one, you're gonna be wanting more because it's an open end, you know, so you're not really getting the full Wicked story all throughout. So I really like that they actually broke it up into two parts because there's no way you could have fit all of this into one movie and made it work. And because of all of this, I give Wicked the movie a 4.5 out of 5. And now on to video. Wicked comes to us in 4K Ultra HD from Universal Pictures Home Entertainment, and it delivers a breathtaking experience. The picture quality is just so amazing with these vivid primary colors and the really rich pastels. I mean, if you think about it, Glinda's in pink the entire time, and they did such a great job just picking up those colors and then contrasting them with the black that Elphaba wears. And of course, she's green. So these contrasting colors and the way that they were just able to make them all pop in these beautifully bright and vivid moments is just so amazing to watch. Someone would also like to discuss the vivid colors in this movie. You want to say hi? This little witch has her little black cat. But anyway, it was just very immersive and you really felt like you were there watching this movie. And so I really just enjoyed everything on that screen. Contrast, even the low lights were just spectacular. Hi. Anyway, because of all of this, I really think that you guys will enjoy the video quality alone, especially with these sets. It's just amazing. So I give the video quality a 5 out of 5. What about you? Did you like it? Yeah, you did. And now on to audio. Now, of course, we are going to get that Dolby Atmos track, and it does not disappoint in any way, shape, or form. The sound quality is just so amazing. When you have these whispered tones, go ahead, you can still completely understand each character as they are speaking. You are getting the surround sound that just picks up every little note here and there, depending on what scene you're in. Forest, you're hearing twigs crackling, baritone singing. You're going to hear the lowest of the lows and the highest of the highs, even in those falsettos. So they really did an amazing job of being able to pick up on everything without having it be overdone or underdone in any way. So you're never finding yourself having to turn down the television or your speakers or turning them up in certain situations. I mean, there's always that chance that if there's some type of fight scene or whatnot, sometimes it gets a little louder, but overall they did a very good job of keeping the sound quality just as perfectly as they could. All of this, including the dialogue being heard, is extremely important, especially in a musical, because if you don't have that good audio quality, it just doesn't make it as entertaining as it should be. And also you're not really getting the full emotional feel as to what is happening on the screen. So because they did such an amazing job on the audio quality, it gets a 5 out of 5. And now on to extras. Holy shiz, guys. I don't even know where to begin with this. They do not disappoint on the extras / bonus features of this 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray release. Who thought I would say that? This one is so much fun, and if you are a musical theater geek like I am, you're just gonna have a great time with this because, can I just say, they have a freaking sing-along. Brilliant. I absolutely love it. It kind of reminds me of those, like, what was it? When I babysat, they had the Disney sing-alongs. So great. So I'm just, you know, this just makes it even more exciting. So again, sing along. So you are also going to get the deleted and extended scenes, which of course we all absolutely love because we want to know what you've cut out or thought needed, you know, shouldn't have been as long. So they did a great job with that. You have Fanny and Shen Shen meet Galinda, which is a nice little Shiz University reunion. You then have Shiz Gazette, where it introduces Fiyero, and, you know, he's kind of a hot topic since he's the prince that newly arrives, and he's also the bad boy, so obviously you got to talk about him. You then have Toss Toss, which is where Glinda teaches Elphaba a fun little game. Then Elphaba and Fiyero in the forest, and that's where you're kind of seeing their bond growing as they're taking care of the lion cub, which I love that scene. Oh, it's such a good scene. You then have Elphaba's Promise, which is a really just heartfelt moment between Elphaba and Galinda. Train platform farewell, and that's just a bittersweet send-off for Elphaba. It's quite sweet. Bach and Elphaba talk. And this is where Elphaba kind of makes Bach face his fears, I guess, in regards to his feelings. So has to come to some truth with that. You then have the train ride to Emerald City, and that's Galinda and Elphaba's experience on that journey. You then have In the Emerald City, and that's pretty much their first steps into the city, so that was fun as well. Palace Monkeys chase, and that's pretty much, you know, a thrilling escape from the winged monkeys. So that was a little crazy as well, but enjoyable for sure. You then have Making Wicked, which is self-explanatory. Don't have to go into too many details about that, but then you also have Welcome to Shiz. And that's a lot of fun because you really get to see how Shiz University was imagined and designed. So I really enjoyed that as well. A Wicked Legacy, and that's where the cast and the filmmakers actually discuss the Broadway film and just the lasting impact that it has had on musicals and movies alike. The Wonderful Wizard, which of course is just all about Jeff Goldblum, so you get to, you know, have a lovely little watchful conversation with him. Director commentary, and then of course the last is the cast commentary. So that's going to be primarily with Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. So you're kind of getting their take as you're watching the movie. So those are always a lot of fun to watch too, because you kind of get to see what's happening within the scenes or some funny little tidbits, you know, that happen behind the scenes maybe. Well, I'm worn out now from giving you all of that information, but because they provided us with so much fun and just entertaining stuff for extras and bonus features, I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5. Wicked is a stunning adaptation of the musical, and they really did an amazing job of bringing it to life on the big screen with amazing costuming, beautiful sets, fabulous audio and video quality as a whole. I mean, you really can't go wrong with this musical. And I know many of you are sitting there saying, oh, but I don't like musicals, but just alone for everything else, this is something you definitely have to watch. Universal Pictures Home Entertainment really did a fantastic job with giving us everything we really wanted in this movie. You have fantastic video quality, you have immersive, lossless sound. You can see so much detail in the set design and costumes, like I said, and the extras. My God, the extras. Thank you so much, Universal, because it just made it so much more of an enjoyment, and I'm super excited that I now own this. Now we just have to hope that they can do the same or exceed our expectations after part 2 comes out, which I know I'm jumping the gun a little bit. It's not out yet. Hasn't even been started on, but you know, I'm putting it out there into the universe that you did a great job. Just keep it up with the second one. Because of this, I give the 4K UHD a 4.75 out of 5. Now, the release date is February 4th for Wicked. So you won't have to wait too long to get your hands on this beautiful masterpiece. You can obviously order it online, or if you just want to wait day of, Pretty much every store will have this, so you will not have an issue getting your hands on a copy of this 4K UHD release. And with that, this concludes my review of the 4K UHD release of Wicked. Please be sure to like and subscribe to all of our channels so you never miss out on any entertainment news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!